Yeah, where were you?
Back by the cooler. I did get gross.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah.
Call to order the regular common council meeting, Monday, August 17th, 7 p.m. Roll call.
Maves?
Here.
McIntyre?
Here.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yep.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Next item, pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Confirmation of appropriate meeting notice.
Meeting was noticed on Friday, August 14th. Agenda is posted at BMO Harris Bank, the Post Office, Library, and City Hall.
Council acceptance of agenda.
Motion to accept.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Personal appearances, same crowd we had last week. Don't look like they have anything to say tonight again. Or 2 weeks ago. Finance Committee.
Well, should we do the minutes, Chris?
Oh, skip that one. Somebody already checked that off. How about the minutes there?
Consider approval of the August 3rd, 2015 council meeting minutes.
I'll second.
Any corrections or additions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Now we can go to the Finance Committee.
Motion to approve bills and payroll in the amount of $208,551.70.
I'll second.
Any questions on the bills? Hearing none, roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Motion passes.
There are no licenses tonight, so I'll make a motion to approve a public event packet for Pottery Plaza dedication and request to waive the fees.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yep.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes.
And that passes.
Motion to approve a facade grant for 4 West Fulton Street for windows and paint in an amount not to exceed $2,114.80.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
And that passes.
Motion to approve a facade grant for 4 West Fulton Street for partial roof replacement in an amount not to exceed $3,400.
Second.
I got a question on this one.
Okay.
Mark, have we done roofs before? This is the first time I think I've seen that. Or have we?
Yes, we have done this before.
Okay. I just had never seen it, so.
Yeah, that was again a policy discussion over the years that has been modified to encourage more people to fix things. So
Okay.
we have a very loose definition of facade. It includes roofs.
Yeah, I think when we first started, all it was the fronts, and we put the backs, and then roofs and sides, and
Okay.
it covers a lot of the building now. Anyone else?
As long as it stays with the building, they don't take it with them.
Yeah, they
That's
generally not going to take the roof.
I mean, there was talk about, in the past, about 10 years ago, when we were going through these little shifts in policy changes about buying certain things for people, but that don't work.
I was on the inside most of it for the other development grants. Anyone else? Roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yep.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve a facade grant for 106 West Fulton Street for windows and door in an amount not to exceed $1,773.
I'll make as a second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes.
That one passes.
Motion to approve a facade grant for 217 South Main Street for paint removal in an amount not to exceed $450.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve amendments to the Veterans Memorial Building lease, more clearly defining the lease.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve the engineering contract with Cedar Corporation for the Racetrack Park Road project in the amount of $91,500.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes. Motion passes.
Motion to approve the engineering contract with Cedar Corp for the West Side Detention Pond Road project in the amount of $31,100.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yep.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes. Motion passes.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Utility Commission.
Yes, utility met last Monday, August 10th, and we did go through our annual 5-year forecast for both the water and sewer. And while the commission, we were able to provide or to possibly think about a 3% water rate increase, the commission recommended not to increase water rates 3% for 2016. So there'll be no water rate increase for 2016. Having said that, the sewer forecast, because of the, I want to make sure that I say this correct now, the wastewater treatment plant, because of that project, there could be some large amount of rate increases if we didn't provide a 3% inflationary increase for 2016. So we decided to go that route with a 3% inflationary increase for the sewer for 2016. And hopefully that will just help so we don't have future large rate increases. So that was the discussion that we took. So I would like to make a motion to approve 3% sanitary sewer rate increase for 2016.
Second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Davis?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Maves?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Motion passes.
And that's it for sewer, or excuse me, for utilities. For utilities. Don't write that,
Thank you. Mayor, alderperson, and staff reports. I don't know if anybody saw the Gazette this morning.
No.
Oh, you wanted to do yours? Oh, the Gazette this morning had
I heard about it.
a good article on the facade program, which is kind of appropriate that we have these 4 on the agenda tonight. So
Very good.
I haven't read all of it yet, but it looked very positive towards the city and the projects. We have the fire department festival this Saturday at Central Park for 4 hours, 6 to 10 for pink houses. Pottery Plaza dedication is the 29th here starting at 10 o'clock with some demonstrations. And Happy Labor Day. We won't be back here until after that now.
Oh my gosh, you know what that means? Get the pumpkins out.
Oh, really? Yeah, I had some good people coming down and throwing pots. Lear's coming down and stuff like that. Fred Mays. I remember back in the 70s throwing pots with Fred Mays. And I'll be going to my 40th class reunion right after that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to report that the Edgerton Volunteer Fire Department, Inc. Had purchased the AED for the swimming pool, and it came in, so we were able to deliver it to Ann at the pool, and so that's all set, and we're really excited about that, and she was very, very happy.
Thank you. Tom?
Just so the committee knows, the official notice hasn't been posted yet from the DNR, but we do have Emerald Ash Borer in town. We found it, there was a tree over by the cemetery that we were keeping an eye on, and we finally got permission from the property owner to cut it down. And we peeled some bark back, and it's in. So the DNR did come down and verified it, and they'll be posting a notice soon.
So what does that mean then when you say they post a notice? What do we...
Well, there isn't anything more that we can do. Rock County is already quarantined, but it's just to verify that it is in Edgerton.
Okay.
They did a good job of them trees downtown some years back for preventive maintenance on them. Their
Yeah, we
workers
treat them every other year.
pretty good, did a good job on that.
Which
I got a question on, you guys are having the thing at Central Park, and I've heard a couple complaints about having alcohol there, but there's been alcohol served at things there in the past, correct?
One event that...
One event as well.
Years ago, they used to have things down there.
Yeah, the veterans
The carnival
owned, the
and-
veterans owned that property at
Oh,
the
okay,
time. The
understood.
city now owns the entire park down there. So the veterans had it on their property when they had
Okay.
That's
the beer
good
tent there for the
clarification.
carnival.
The beer tent. So one thing to possibly, if other people complain, it had to come forward to City Council for special approval. So it's not something that can be done on a whim, right?
Okay.
There's certain things that we have to abide by, and there's certain, we have to get special approval. So I don't see that this is going to be something that's going to take effect and happen a lot with other things. And the only reason why we're doing it at Central Park is because Racetrack Park is
Right.
under construction. So it's probably good for anybody who complains to kind of tell them that, and I think they'll see it in a bigger light that this is just kind of a really unusual or different circumstance outside the norm.
The old VFW area grounds, or where's it going to be?
No, we plan on being near the concrete pad there. Set a stage up on the
Oh, the pad.
west end there.
Well, I know for
East
the
end.
last at least probably 50 years, I was born in 57, I was going back in 1962 down there. They had music 3 nights a week down there during the carnival, so, I mean, it's been almost a part of Edgerton to have the stuff down there.
But that was not city property at the time.
Right.
Other than some of the
Oh, I got you.
equipment did come over into the park, the city park. So
Well, I hope it
that's-
goes good, though.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd like to just say something here. I'd like to clarify something. I read an article in a newspaper, I'm not sure which one recently, and had an article about the ADA swings that the city put out in both parks. I just want to clarify that the one at Central Park was purchased by the Volunteer Fire Department Association, and then the second one was then picked up by the park board. So I just want to clarify that the Volunteer Association did pay for that initial swing, so that's all I have.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?